Hi guys, today in this video I want to discuss the school system and how it lied to you and how it lies to most youths in the entire world about whatever you want to be in this world. Just go to school and the problem will be solved. So to begin, first off, we start in school, we're like 10, 11, or 12 years old and we're little kids in class and we're told, okay, what do you want to be in life? And then everyone's like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a professional baseball player, I want to be this, I want to be that. So then the school says, okay, that's great, you want to be that? All you got to do is do this, go to school for 18 years, go to college for 4 years, get a degree, and then the job will be yours and you will get exactly what you want. So what the school does is, number one, they give you a vision. They give you a vision, something to believe in, to stick with it so you stay in your place. And then number two, they blatantly lie to you. They lie to you. So then you go to school for 18 years, doing shit you hate, like writing papers, taking tests, doing homework, stuff that no human being, who likes to do homework? Who? Doing things that they don't enjoy? And they do that for 18 years. They put themselves through that for 18 years in that hope that that vision that they were promised in school would still be there. And then they go off to college after high school. They go off to college because now they know, okay, this is the big leagues now. School's going to get legit. School's going to get real. There's no more fucking around. I got to really take this shit seriously because I need my job that I was promised. So what happened was, you go to school now and you got this drive and ambition to train and pass and succeed. So you study and you never sleep anymore at night. You drink coffee every fucking day and you're barely functioning anymore. You're on autopilot now. And you go to class and you take these tests and you show up on time and you make sure you do all your projects and do all your homework and you meet your deadlines and you do a fantastic job. And then what happens is you graduate and they give you your little degree. They give you your little sheet of paper that proves that you are competent enough to understand something for a business, for a corporation. So then, now what you need to understand is that one job you were promised, it's you versus 499 other students who want the exact same job as you. So unfortunately, sorry to burst your bubble, but you're going to go to school for 22 years and then you're going to get your little degree and then you're going to plan on getting that job you wanted, but you lose. You don't get it. Somebody else does. Because they proved they were better and more competent at doing that job than you were. Because sadly, school only does one thing. It's really good at doing only one thing. It's really good at showing that you can listen, absorb information, show up to a scheduled class at appropriate time on time, and meet deadlines and finish projects. And finish projects at a certain amount of time that you're given and meet a deadline. That's all schooling does. It trains you to be a good employee. Say yes, it trains you to be a good employee, and that's all it does. It trains you to do a simple job. And all it does is it trains you to do that. And now the worst part is for the people who lose out on that job, the 499 other people that didn't get the job. The 499 people who were left in the dust, who spent how many ever years going to school, trying to get that degree that they were promised, and trying to get that job that they were promised that they just couldn't do. For whatever it may be, they gave up on their vision. They stopped caring like I did. I stopped giving a fuck about school after I saw the underlying fucking theme that was going on. And I was just like, I don't know what I want to do. I know a degree does not matter for a job that I don't know what I want. So it's pointless. So last year, the semester, my high school or my college year, or my associate year, I should say, I didn't try it all. I took whatever classes I wanted to. I didn't give a shit. I just wanted to see what the system would do. So I didn't care. Now, my first 3 years, I tried really hard. I had 4.0 GPAs for the first couple of years. And by my third year, I had a 3.678 GPA. So I was doing really well. And then my fourth year rolled around. And I didn't care anymore. I was like, okay, I did calculus, I did chemistry, I did physics. I've taken a lot of brain smart classes. I understand science. I understand math. Does it mean anything? Probably not. Did all my efforts matter? No. And here's why. Through my fourth semester, I went to my classes, I went to my work, I went to school. I never did homework. I never did projects. I never wrote papers. I never did any assignments that they gave me outside of class. All I did was I showed up and took tests. I showed up and was attending, and I took my tests. And all I found out was by the end of my fourth semester, I had all Fs in all of my classes. And I didn't care. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. And then astoundingly, what happened was out of 3 of the 4 classes I was taking, I had C's. And that's the issue with school nowadays. School literally hands out these little degrees, these certificates of authenticity, these little degrees that say you know something, to anybody. They hand them out to everybody. Everybody passes. Everyone gets A's. Everyone has a humongous curve on the test. You're not very smart when you have a 35-point curve on a test where the highest grade was a 65. Woot. Everyone passes and everyone gets A's and B's and C's and gets pushed past because the school likes to look good in publicity. It's like, oh, we had a graduation rate of 46% because we pushed 46% of those people through because the other fucking 54 didn't show up. They quit out of school. They stopped going. We couldn't get their money. And those people decided to go work another job. So then for those people who don't think school's the answer, they decide to go either work at a business until they hate it till the day they die, or they decide to become an entrepreneur. And I think the entrepreneur mindset is the most ingenious and the most ideal place to go. Where, again, it's a dangerous philosophy where you're willing to put your financial freedom and independence in somebody else's hands versus an entrepreneurial mindset where you're putting your financial freedom in your own fucking hands, in your own ability to build the reality that you want, to build the life that you want, to have the mansion you want, the car that you want, the wife that you want, the life that you want. Putting it in your hands instead of in somebody else's little grimy fingers that can drop your ass at any given day because you didn't meet a deadline, or they could find somebody to replace you at that job. So again, an entrepreneurial mindset would be ingenious to go with. May it be a skill, a talent, or something you're selling. But the problem is, no matter what it is, the issue is with most entrepreneurs is they have messed up philosophies. They try a sales job. They find a product that they're shown, a service that they're talked into by their friends, like a pyramid scheme they enter. And they actually like it. They enjoy the idea of what it is. Like, wow, this is an awesome product. And then they go home and tell their family, and they try conveying the message like it was conveyed to them for the first time, the excitement and joy. And then their family looks at them like, you're an idiot. What are you doing? This is wrong. Stop it. And then they go up to random strangers on the street and they're trying to sell a product to them without even knowing what the hell their name is. Do you know how inappropriate that is? Like, who are you to have the audacity to come up to me and try selling me something? Because nobody likes to be sold. Nobody likes to be a slave. But everyone loves to be loved. Everyone loves to be appreciated and have their humanity, appreciated as existing. And that's where the philosophy backwards. See, where most people go into a service or a skill they offer, like, you're a goddamn musician or an artist or a fitness coach. Most people's agendas, sadly, where their philosophies are backwards, is they're looking for the money first and the person's problems after, where it should be completely backwards, where the money is second and the person that you are dealing with right now in that moment is the most important thing in your world. And here's the equation. Here's the secret mathematical equation to ultimate success and gain in life. Here it is. You are an individual. So it's you. You have a skill, a talent, and ability that can solve a problem. Times your problems. Because everybody has problems in this equation. It doesn't matter who you are. Someone has an issue. You may have a psychological issue. You may have depression. You may be insane. You might be a suicidal, homicidal maniac or a psychopath. Everyone has problems. So now it's you and your skills times your problems equals them. Now, them is another person or a party. And all those people have, again, is skills, knowledge, information, connections. Those people have the same attributes you have, just in different fields. times their problems. So again, it's you times your problems equals them times their problems. So here's the mathematical equation. So now all we have to do is divide you over to their side to help them with their problems. So what happens is it's your problems equals them divided by you times their problems. So then we divide their problems out and their problems disappear. Because you, again, didn't care about the money. You cared actually about the human being you were dealing with. You gave a shit about who you were talking to, and you appreciate the humanity of who they actually were. And the thing is, what happens is that if you put the money aside, you gain much more than just a profit, a dollar sign. You gain a friend. You gain a relationship. You gain a connection, information, knowledge, wisdom. You gain a new perspective. You gain a connection in this economy that we live in, because now we live in the connection economy. We live in a world where information is spread within seconds on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's given out to the masses in the fastest it's ever been. The connection economy, and the goal is whoever has the most connections with the most people wins. Simple, right? So again, you're helping them solve their problems. Now what happens is once you solve all of their problems, maybe whatever it is, they're going to help you solve your problems. Because again, an eye for an eye. You help them out, they're going to help you out. They're going to return the favor. Now what happens is if you're able to help enough people, say you help 12 people or 100 people or 1,000 people, you're able to affect 1,000 people's lives. Someone's going to talk about you. Someone's going to know you. Someone's going to refer somebody to you. And what's going to happen is you're going to have those skills. You're going to be an artist, a musician, someone with information. And someone's going to be like, hey, listen, I got a friend, and he actually is really interested in you doing work for him. And he's actually willing to pay you $500 to do it. Or someone's going to call you and be like, hey, oh, you're that artist? Oh, actually, I just bought a new house, and I'm looking to hang some artwork up on my walls around my room. Listen, could you come over, and if you could draw a mural on my wall, I'll pay you $1,000. Or you're a musician, you could play guitar, and a local business owner who owns a bar is going to be like, oh, hey, I'm looking for entertainment for tonight on Friday night. I'll pay you actually $300 for the gig. Would you like to come down and play a few songs? And then people are going to start to know you more, and then the connections will come, and then the money will come. After all the relationships have been made, all the new people you have met, all the information you now know, all the friendships you have made. And then the money will appear in tremendous amounts based on how many people you help. And the issue is most people have that philosophy again backwards, where they're only interested in the profits versus helping the person. That's why sales jobs can be the greatest economic gain in the world, and also the smallest for most people. And the thing is, we live in a world right now where only 20% of people do what they love. Only 20%. And then another 80% do what they hate, doing the jobs that they went to school for so many years, the corporate jobs that they got, that they find out, 5-10 years into them that they hate it, they can't stand it anymore. They're losing their insanity, or their sanity from it, and they're going crazy, and they're going to it affects all their areas of their lives. It affects their families' lives. It affects their lifestyles. It affects everything, their weight, the way they eat, what they eat. They're miserable. But now just imagine a world where we're able to flip that equation, where 80% of people are able to do what they love and they're paid for it. Could you imagine that world where the ideas that would be shared, the joy of people would have communicating with each other, the smiling faces, the way humanity would be able to project itself into a new evolution of the creative era? Which I feel it's the era we're going towards, the era where creativity and the ability of human beings will outweigh money, where people will be able to do whatever they want in life and be paid for it because they will solve a problem. But the problem is most people are still stuck in that system. still stuck in that system where they're lied to as a kid and told, if you just do this for long enough, it'll work. And you'll get the job you want, we promise. Again, promises don't always go through, and they lie to you. And sometimes you lose out. And if some people watching this video have been the people who lost out on a job opportunity from college, good for you. It wasn't meant to be. It's a sign. Where instead you should go with your skills and what you're good at. And it's hard not to be good at anything because everyone's good at something. Everyone has an ability to change lives. Everybody. It's just you have to be able to find that ability and cash in on it. Well, not cash in on it, but help other people solve their problems to then cash in on it. Because again, if you help enough people solve their problems, all of your problems will be taken care of and you will never have to worry about a thing. You'll be set in every area of your life. Health, wealth, relationships, emotions, and careers. And everything will be taken care of. You will live a happy, great life and all your needs will be met. If you could follow that philosophy. Or again, where you don't put profits before people. You put people before profits. Anyways, guys, that's my video. Thank you.